Yo, 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 what's going on, Varley Nation? It's your boy, Mike Jones, coming with a out of the blue video. So, a couple days ago, I was going through Letterboxd, and I was interested to see the top 5 movies collectively from the server. So, I went through people's top 10 lists and came up with a ranking system that I'll explain in a bit. But these are the people's top 10 movies that are a part of this little video I threw last minute. We have Amos, Chi, Ewan, Kahlua, Mac, Darkwing Duck, Como, Micah, Mark, Rob, Lex, Tom, Clara, Michael Cox, Kevin, Jatin, Mari, Mitch, TP, Spicy Ranch, Isaac, me, Bot, and Jake. So we have 24 top 10 lists of 2022, and basically the ranking that I came up with, if you had a movie at number 1, it got 10 points, and your number 10 movie got 1 point. For example, if you had Morbius at number 1, that got 10 points. And if you had The Batman at number 10, it got 1 point. One of the reasons why I didn't announce this in advance is I didn't want people to overthink their lists or finesse the system. Sorry guys, my mic cut out, but like I was saying earlier, one of the reasons why this video came out of the blue and I didn't announce ahead of time is I wanted to see the top 5 as is. I didn't want people to overthink their lists or possibly finesse the system. What I mean by that is you could easily rally up some people and put Black Adam number 1 or Morbius at number 1, and it would get tons of points and probably make the top 5. And yeah, it would make for a funny joke. But it would get old and stale really quick. But without further ado, we're going to get into the top 5 movies of 2023 as decided by Varley Nation. Once again, how the point system works. Your number 1 movie gets 10 points, and your number 10 movie gets 1 point. Your number 2 movie gets 9 points. Your number 9 movie gets 2 points, etc., etc. If you guys have questions, I can elaborate further. But kicking this off with some honorable mentions, we have After Sun with 48 points. Now, I'll say in advance, the number 5 spot was pretty close between 3 movies. Kicking it off, like I said, with After Sun, which had 48 points. It was close, didn't quite make it. Coming in just above it with 50 points is Avatar: The Way of Water. Unfortunately, you guys know I'm a huge fan of this movie. It didn't crack the top 10, but considering this movie came out the last month of the year and it almost cracked the top 5, it's pretty impressive if you ask me. Also, 13 years later. Anyways, I need to stop rambling about Avatar: The Way of Water. But yeah, Avatar: The Way of Water had 50 points. And now, officially starting the top 5, coming in at number 5, just beating Avatar: The Way of Water by 1 point is Nope, with 51 points. If you ask me, this is a really cool movie that got into the top 5. I don't think it was on anyone's personal top 5 list, but a lot of people had it at 6, 7, 8, and it just racked up a lot of points. And you know what? It ended up sliding into the top 5. So at 5 is Nope with 51 points. At number 4, there's actually a tie between 2 movies, and I'll elaborate after I reveal the 2 movies. So the first, number 4, is Banshees of Inisherin. Banshees of Inisherin had 71 points, along with The Fabelmans. Both of them had 71 points, so I tied them for number 4. If you want to be like, no ties, well then I guess up to you to decide which one's 4 and which one's 5. Between Banshees of Inisherin and The Fablemans, I thought it would be cool if Nope got in, but nonetheless, number 4, tie, both with 71 points, is The Banshees of Inisherin and The Fablemans. All right, moving on to number 3 is Top Gun Maverick. Y'all know the deal. Top 5, baby! Woo! The success story on this has been wonderful. Some might say it saved the box office. Got a lot of love in Varley Nation. Again, I know it's been out of the top 5 of your personal list for some of you, but to see it at number 3 overall at the Varley Nation is makes me happy. Great movie. Moving on to number 2 with 139 points, so there was a pretty big gap between this and number 3, is The Batman. Fantastic movie. I don't think anyone's going to argue against this being the best comic book movie of the year. Some of you had this at your number 1. A lot of people had it at their number 2. So obviously it racked out a lot of points. Number 2, The Batman with 139 points. And now, on to number 1. What's it going to be? And it is Babylon. Talk about a surprise. Man, it snuck in. I know we have some fan favorites of this movie, but Babylon got in at number 1. Psych! Babylon is not number 1. Number 1, by a landslide, 166 points. Everything, everywhere, all at once. I mean, come on, guys. This movie does not need my endorsement. But I think like 8 people had this at their number 1. So easily coming in at number 1 of Varley Nation is Everything Everywhere All at Once for the universally agreed number 1 movie of 2023. And just to recap, we have Nope at number 5 with 51 points. Number 4 is a tie between Banshees of Inisherin and The Fablemans, both with 71 points. Number 3 is Top Gun Maverick with 89 points. Number 2 is The Batman with 139 points. And number 1 is Everything Everywhere All at Once with 166 points. But yeah, there it is, guys. Thank you for joining me on this little short video. Depending on how this performs, maybe we can do it again next year. But this has been Mike Jones, and I am signing out. Peace!